Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Deirdre and today I'm going to show you how to create this very simple but very elegant holiday makeup look. And the inspiration for this look was that I had seen that Urban Decay has released a new Moondust eyeshadow palette for the holidays, and I was like, wow, I have the original Moondust shadow and a couple of singles and I love them. And honestly, I feel like when it was released, it was ahead of its time. I don't think that people give it enough of the appreciation that it deserves. I think if it would have been something new today, people would be totally enamored by it. And I think it's very underrated and underappreciated, much like me at my job at work, but that's another story. So I wanted to pull it out and play with it. So if you have the Moondust palette, if you have any of the singles, or if you're thinking about getting the new one, which I'll put a picture up right over here of the new shadow palette, which is all more neutral colors. It's called the, let me look it up. It is called the Party Favor eyeshadow palette. It has 6 shadows. It is only $29. Now, I don't know how big it is. I'd have to actually go into the store, but I'm very tempted to buy it and probably it will go on sale. But $29 is a really good deal. And if I didn't have to pay for water because the bill's coming up and I didn't need to take a shower, I probably would go buy this, but I'm broke because I spent all my money on makeup. But as I look through the website, the Urban Decay website, they do still have the single shadows. It looks like they have 16. And if you're not familiar, this is basically what they look like. They retail for $22. So to put that in perspective, one of these is $22 and that 6 shadow palette is $29. So do the math. So this is like one of the first ones that I ever bought. This is in the color Cosmic, and it's this really pretty shimmery like white iridescence. I don't know if you can see it, but it is gorgeous. This one all over the eye with like a grayish brown crease and a bold liner and black and red lips. Beautiful, beautiful. These were the first 2 that I had ever bought. I've had these for a while. They're probably kind of expired because I think that the Moondust palette came out on like 2016, so that's how long I've had it. But you know, I won't tell if you won't tell. And this one is called Solstice. This one is like a, it's like a purple base with like teal and purple reflex. I just don't think that they show up on camera the way that they show up in person, but they are so pretty and I love them so much, and they really are the best thing ever. And then this is the original Moondust palette. Like I said, I think this came out in like 2016. They still have it, and it's very expensive. When I look on their Urban Decay website, it is, which I was really shocked to see that the palette was still available. I thought this was limited edition, but this one is $49 and it comes with 8 shadows, which it's an okay price. But again, if one is $22 and you're getting 8, then you're saving a lot. And let me see, compare the size. So the sizing, obviously the palette, the pans are slightly smaller, but you're never gonna go through all of these anyways. I've said before in a previous video that I love, love, love the Brazilian makeup artists on Instagram, and they tend to use a lot of glitter and a lot of shimmer and a lot of sparkle, and they do use this quite a lot. So it is so awesome, and you need it. You need it. I will enable you. I will be your pusher, and I will push you to buy one of these palettes. I would suggest the new one that's only $29 and it has more neutral colors. But honestly, I love these colors and I use them all the time. This one specifically is the one I use today. It's my favorite. It's called Lithium. But this is like probably my second favorite. And if you're somebody who does like or doesn't mind like glittery highlights, this is actually a beautiful highlight color as well. Also, one thing that I wanted to add is if you're somebody who is trying to go against buying and wearing or using glitter because you are worried about plastic in the oceans and, you know, glitter getting in your eye and scratching your retinas, but you still want a glittery look, the Moondust shadows are perfect for you because it is not glitter, it's not plastic, it's just sparkly mica. So that is another really good option to use if you want to sparkle this holiday season but are trying to avoid any of the glitter. So now, since I've basically talked your ear off, let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. Okay, so I've already applied my base as usual. I'm just using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. And then what you're gonna wanna do for this look, just to give you inspiration, is you're gonna start off with a brown, a neutral brown in your crease, whatever is your favorite crease color. I'm not gonna tell you what brown I'm using because it really doesn't make a difference, because I don't want you to have to feel like you need to go and reach for 3 different palettes or 5 different palettes. Just take a brown that's kind of medium to light that you like to use in your crease to start kind of defining that area. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And I'm gonna put this in the crease. And we're just gonna start building that up. Actually, I think I'm gonna go in with a bigger, fluffier brush to start off with. And then I'll go back in with that brush to define the crease a little bit more. Once we have that crease color blended out, we're gonna go in with more of a defined brush, and with a slightly darker color, we're gonna put that in the crease just so that we can get that definition in our crease. We're not gonna go too heavy-handed. Make sure that you blend it up, and you can always go back in with your original brush to help blend that color out. And then just keep building it up until you have it looking the way that you want. So we're gonna get it looking about like that, just a light, neutral, not too heavy crease area. Next, you're gonna go ahead and add your highlight of your choice. It could be matte, it could be shimmery. The preference is just up to you. I'm gonna go with a matte color just because that's what is closest and most convenient to me. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna apply a little bit of NYX Glitter Glue Base. Now, when this product first came out by Urban Decay, this NYX product wasn't out. So one of the best ways to use it was to apply it wet, which is still really good, but I always suggest anytime you use any kind of eyeshadow that tends to have a little bit of fallout because it's glittery or it's chunky, or even like those really popular sequin eyeshadow colors are out now, it always just really helps to use this as a base. In addition, preference up to you, you could always add a shadow to the lid as a base first, but I'm just gonna apply this to a bare lid because that's usually what I do. It actually looks perfect, you don't need anything underneath it, but again, preference up to you. So I'm gonna take the glitter glue and I'm just gonna do what I normally do, which is apply some of that to the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna take some on a brush and just kind of tap it out. So I can see it. I'm gonna tap it out so it's not like too thick and concentrate it in one spot. And I'm gonna lightly tap it onto the lid. I also take it slightly at the end with any leftover product into the crease because I like to just do that. Then I think I'm gonna use this lithium color because this one is one of my favorites. And we're gonna apply that with the finger. With your finger and start to just press it into place. Simple as that. I love this color so much. Also, what I do to get into this like inner corner, I just use a small dense brush. This is actually a lip liner or a lip brush. but it's perfect to get these fine edges and corners. And then I'm gonna go in with a very fluffy brush with a little bit of product on it. And I'm gonna tap out the edges. I'm not gonna swipe. I'm just gonna tap it to sort of help blend it up and out. Because I don't want like a cut crease, but it looks nice when it's like a little bit diffused. Do you guys see how beautiful and sparkly and gorgeous this is? I mean, if this doesn't scream holiday makeup, then I don't know what does. The next, all I'm gonna do is take the browns that I used to kind of define my crease, and I'm gonna put a little bit on the lower lash line, but you don't have to. You can leave the lower lash line plain, but I like to put a little bit of color underneath there because it just kind of helps me hide my dark circles. And just so you know, regardless of what color I had used, and even with the new Urban Decay Party Eyeshadow Moondust palette, this is exactly how I would do it for an evening going out party type look. Just a neutral brown in the crease and then the glitter on the eye. And then depending on what you do with the rest of it really changes up the look. So if I had worn, let's say, if I had put on this white shimmery one, I would have done a bold black graphic liner and like a bold red lip. If I had done, you know, like for this one, I'm probably gonna do a nude in the waterline and maybe like a subtle brown liner and call it a day. When I wore this look to work yesterday, I actually wore it with a very deep dark brown lipstick. I used, what is this called? The Brooklyn from Ofra, so it's like a dark brown. But I was scraping the tube and I don't have any more left, so I won't be able to wear this lipstick today. But you could wear like this because it's a little bit subtle and do a dark bold lip. If I had done like the blue shimmer, you could even do like a bright orange lip. And so depending on the lip, depending on the type of eyeliner you put on with it, you know, really changes up the look. You could do a colored liner, you could do a metallic liner, you know, and it's essentially the same look, but looks completely different how you tie it together in the end, which is why I love them so much. And so as previously stated, I'm gonna go ahead and put a nude waterline or a nude gel liner in my waterline. For that, I'm gonna use this color from ColourPop. I think it's called Honey Dude. And I'm just gonna put this into the waterline of the lower lash line. And then I'm also gonna add some brown eyeliner to the top waterline and top eyeline. Yeah, I think I am. So I'm gonna use this one by Urban Decay. It is called Muse, and it's like a dark, almost like a reddish brown. It's a little bit warmer, but I think it will complement this really well with the cool toned eye. You know I like to mix warms and cools together. So as you can see, I chose not to do a wing today. I just did a kind of thick-ish eyeliner, and that's it. You could do a wing, you could use a liquid liner, you could skip a wing, it's up to you. But this is just how I felt like doing it today, so that's what I did. So I'm gonna go ahead and add mascara. Probably not gonna do any lashes, and add my lips, and then I will come back to show you the completed look. All right guys, so there you have it. This is the completed look. I think this is a perfect holiday party look, especially for going to a holiday work event, because you don't want to go too overboard. And if you're not somebody who typically wears a lot of makeup or wears bold makeup, but you want to look pretty because it's the party, you have a fancy dress on, I think this is the perfect look, especially if you're somebody who is a little bit in a more conservative work environment, or maybe you're more mature. If I was doing makeup on a client for an event, this is the type of makeup that I would do for them. I think it's really pretty. Of course, for me, I wore this to work because that's just the type of person that I am, but they expect that of me. So also, in case you're wondering, lipstick I'm wearing is Wet n Wild, and this is in the color Caramel Cake. Not quite as dark, but it was just the first one that I grabbed. I really like the Wet n Wild lipsticks. So I really hope that you enjoyed this look. Let me know if you have any of the Urban Decay Moondust shadows. I love them, and I'm glad that this re-release, you know, really kind of pushed me to pull it out and start playing with it again, because I really do love it and I think that they're beautiful. And like I said, if you're somebody who's scared of glitter and doesn't want to wear glitter, this is the perfect alternative solution. So with all that being said, please give this video a big thumbs up. If you would like, you can follow me on Instagram. I will leave my username here. It's the same as this website, which is Rainfall. And if you could, please subscribe. If you've made it to the end of this video, that means you enjoyed what you saw, so you may as well come back and see some more, and I will catch you on the next one.